I think I could get used to this whole boundaries thing. Upholding my own, setting my own. Mostly the upholding part. Because, maintenance just did their inspection thing to make sure everything is working properly. Change the filters, test the smoke detectors, etc., etc. One dude came in and did all that, and then they also checked the garbage disposal, the faucets, all that, right? And, one dude did that, and then another dude came in, took a couple pictures, I have no idea what of, but, upon entry, he did not have, the first guy, he was cool. He's like, don't you change the filters and whatnot? I was like, okay, cool. Do you have covers for your shoes? He said, okay, hold on, just give me a minute. And he walked up, he set down the filter, and he walked off. Took him a minute. I propped open the door so he could just come right back in. And then he came back in and he did his thing. He had his covers on, did his thing. Another dude comes in a little bit later, a few minutes after the first guy leaves. And he's like, hey, and he didn't even get to explain. I was like, he's like, inspection or whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, you got covers for your shoes? He's like, huh? Do you have covers for your shoes? Yeah, oh my God, he says as he takes off his shoes. I said, is there a problem? And he takes a minute to respond. He's like, did you just clean your carpet? I said, no, this is how I keep it clean. And there was no other words after that. While he did his little huffity-puffy thing, did his little pictures thing or whatever, and then he left. He put his shoes back on and he left. And I'm like, I could get used to this. I really could. I feel powerful. Enforcing my boundaries. Rather than what I used to feel all the fucking time. Why, why is it so hard for people to just respect me and whatever? And then giving up, just giving up on even trying. I feel so much better actually continuously advocating for myself. I just feel so much better doing this than I ever did just letting people walk all over me. Oh no, Yeah. And I don't even mean just the boundary thing. The commenting, speaking up when people have shitty reactions to my boundaries in the moment that the reaction is happening, that felt good. I was like, is there a problem? Because the way I used to do it was I would be rubbed the wrong way or offended or feel disrespected about a person's poor reaction to my boundary. And I wouldn't say anything in the moment, but it would get stuck in my craw and I'd bitch about it later. But the feeling wouldn't go away even after the bitching because it pissed me off, and I didn't get to, and I used to wonder, why can't I just get over this? Why can't I just get over this? Well, this is why. That was why. Because I wasn't addressing the problem. The problem was them. And then I made it me. You understand? I've never been able to do this before. I know that seems like such a little tiny thing to a lot of people, because it's like, okay, so you did that. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. This is huge for me. What the, oh, that's, okay. This is absolutely huge for me. I will give that second guy credit. He didn't slam my door. But yeah. Feeling as if because what would keep me upset about it in the past when I wouldn't say anything in the moment, and even though I would vent about it later or write in my journal or whatever, and it would still feel like it would still be there, no matter how much I tried to get it out. Like, the reason for that is because I didn't feel strong. I felt helpless, powerless, hopeless, because I didn't even try. I think that feeling was like regret, honestly. Looking back, I think it might have been the regret that was keeping me stuck and very upset about things months, weeks, years later, about little things like that. I think that's what it was. Because yeah, sure, I'm annoyed that he had an attitude. Well, not anymore. I was annoyed, but I said something about it. You know? I said something about it in the moment. So now that annoyance is fading already. And it's only been a few minutes. Like, wow. Just a few months ago, I was still struggling with that sort of thing. I would bring things up to the bestie, like, after the fact. You know? Not in the moment. Things like that. And they'd be like, yeah, this is just wow. Okay. Go ahead, Lindsay. You're growing. Go me.